What is good, y'all? Podcast episode 111. I'm in the sauna. Thought I'd try to switch it up a little bit this week. Instead of being in the car, I figured I got about 15 minutes or so in the sauna, so hope everyone's having a good weekend so far. It's Sunday. Man, it's been just got a good workout in, so just trying to stay at it, keep active. Really just trying to finish the year strong, 2025. Just trying to do the damn thing, you know? Not new. Kind of been on the same thing the whole year. I wanted to do this episode because I'm just feeling like this overall sense of just thankfulness today. You know, I know with Thanksgiving coming up, we got a lot to be thankful for, and you know, I guess 'tis the season for it. But you know, I just really feeling thankful today. Thankful for family, thankful for friends and opportunity, growth. Thankful for where I'm at now, and just a whole slew of things, really. You know, I just left my mom and dad's before I got to the gym, and you know, one thing I've really kind of lost touch with this year a little bit is just taking time to like just go to my mom and dad's without like any sort of reason for being there, but just to go hang out. And you know, just being able to do that kind of just felt like it just gave me this sense of this sense of just thankfulness and just gratitude, and it sort of refreshed my energy, you know. Not that I've really been dealing with a lot of anxiety or anything recently, but you know, sometimes I think when you just get around family and people that actually love you, it does open up your energy and restore things. So yeah, man, just super thankful this morning. And you know, I've been thinking a lot about things that I haven't really been thankful for this year, and you know, just constantly asking God, like, why? And asking God, why am I in the situation? And you know, just praying for ways out. And you know, I think I'm really learning, like I've always heard it, but I'm really learning now. It's like, you know, if you're not thankful for where you're at now, there's no way for God to really level up, because you're not giving him the you're not really thanking him for where he puts you, you know. And if God brings you to it, he'll bring you through it. But I think there's more to it. I think there's, and this is just me, I mean, this is my opinion. I think in order for him to bring us through it, he has to see that we recognize what it is and really thank him for it. You know, whether it's a lesson that we learn, whether it's a blessing that he gave us that we really can't see it as a blessing yet. And I'm only speaking out of experience, you know. But I do think that in order for us to get through the rough, tough seasons, we have to really sit back and think about it, and think about what we could be thankful for within that tough season. You know I talked recently about just some struggles at work and struggles with the environment, just feeling like I'm, you know, not really growing. I'm kind of running through sand, this and that. But I had to really just kind of take a moment and just, you know, ask God, like, you know, what am I overlooking? Is there something that I might be overlooking that I could just be a little bit more thankful for? And, you know, and I felt like when I had that change of, that shift, that perspective change, Friday I ended up having like one of the best days at work that I think I've ever had at this job. And I just was really just kind of sat in this feeling of just thankfulness, man. Just kind of sat in it and just was present and not really trying to wish for a way out. Not really trying to wish for something different or, things to be different or whatever. But just really just sat present in the thankfulness. And of course it's something that we all strive to be. Nobody wants to be like miserable all the time. I mean, maybe some people do, but I certainly don't. And I think the only way for us to kind of pull ourselves out of that misery is just really sitting in the moment, just being thankful for it, being present in the moment, and just being thankful for it, whether it's good or bad. There's always good in the bad. I think when you have that change, perspective change, I think it really opens up your mind to what really is good. I mean, the fact of the matter is we overlook the simple things, like I'm breathing, I got a family, I got friends, I got a car, I got a house, I got a job, I live in this country, I get to go to work, I get to go to the gym, I get to have a family, I get to, I get to do all these things because of God, because, God has led me up to this. So instead of worrying about, damn, I got to do this, I gotta go to work, I gotta go home and be a husband, be a dad, I gotta go, I gotta go to the gym. Now I get to do it. And because there's so many people out there that, that don't get to go to the gym, that don't get to have a family, that don't get to work, that don't have the best health. And, I get to do these things. And, when you have that change of perspective, it really does open up your mind and your heart. And it shows God that you're thankful for the things that He's led you to, even if it's tough. There's a lot that we could complain about, but sorry, I'm just kind of emotional about that. But there's a lot that we could wonder and wish, like, damn, I wish this would be better. I wish I had more money. I wish I had more time. But I don't think we'll ever get to that if we're never thankful for where we're at currently. And I think the seasons, the holidays really help with that. Of course, this, season of Christmas is always like, it's either really emotional for some people or, just this really peaceful, loving time for others. And, fortunately for me, it's always been a peaceful, loving time with my family and friends. And it's just something that I've always been thankful for, And, I'm just glad that I get to be able to do it and spend time with my family. And I want to have the same feeling around, like, when I have around Christmas and Thanksgiving. I want to have that all year, not just around the holidays. Because every day we're alive and we wake up breathing should be looked at like a holiday. Like, this is a gift that God rewarded us with. And I think if we have that perspective of, every day is a gift that we get to unwrap. We get to unwrap a gift of the day, of 24 hours. We get to unwrap it. It's a gift. I think it really starts to change your perspective and change your mentality on life. I never want to walk around like Scrooge and just miserable and just constantly thinking of the worst things and overthinking things and overthinking what people say, overthinking what I say, how people interpret that. No, you know, I, the gift that I get to unwrap every day, I want to be filled with love and peace and joy and family and friends and creation and art and just beautiful things that I love about life. You know, if I get to unwrap the gift, yeah, I can't really call. I can ask God for things, but just like, you know, a Christmas list that you make for Santa Claus, you know, you may put down 10 things, but you might only get 1 or 2. But, you know, are we going to look down at all the other gifts that we didn't ask for just because we didn't get those other 8 things? You know, and I really genuinely think that it's the thought that counts. And sometimes the best presents at Christmas time are the ones that you didn't ask for, that you didn't know you really wanted. You know, whether it's a beautiful picture of your family and a nice frame. Somebody took the thought to make you something. Somebody bought you something that they thought that, you know, that you would really enjoy. Some of those are the best gifts, in my opinion. The ones that we didn't ask for. And, you know, I just thank God. God's making each day special. And He's got you in mind when He's given you these gifts of each day. So I don't want to unwrap God's gift and just have a shitty attitude about it. Just be miserable and just, why didn't I get this? And why didn't, you know, still the same old life and the same old job and the same old routine and this and that. No. And I want to unwrap every day. Like, oh man, you know, I used to ask for time to go to the gym. And this day that I just unwrapped allows me the opportunity to go to the gym. I mean, this is something that I used to pray for. So I'm just so thankful that I get to live the life that I do. You know? And maybe I'm rambling. Maybe this makes sense. But, you know, I just want to make sure that I'm thankful for every day that we get to unwrap, because it genuinely is a gift to be alive. And I think if we walk around with that attitude, I think other people can catch on to it, they can feel it. And I think you walk around with a little bit of a glow to you. Like people are attracted to you. It like opens up this magnet where people start to become attracted to you, and they start to recognize you, they start to smile at you, they want to talk to you, they just want to be around that presence. And they may not even know what that presence is, or why they have that way, why they feel that way. But you know, deep down, it's God. And it's because I'm thankful, and I'm allowing God into my life. I'm allowing God into my life, my problems, my opportunities, and I'm allowing Him to guide my steps. You know, for too long I've been trying to do things on my own. For too long I've been trying to pull myself out of these struggles. And you know, I don't have all the right answers. And you know, sometimes it's more brave to ask for help from God than it is to try to figure it out on your own. So I just want to make sure that every day that I wake up on this side of earth, on this side of the grass, and I'm waking up with love in my heart, life in my soul, peace in my mind, joy in my presence, all encompassed by this overall sense of thankfulness. You know, and I think when you're thankful, the joy, the love, the light, all that resonates and is created from this overall sense of thankfulness. So it stems from that. So that's my message for today. Sorry for getting a little teary-eyed, but you know, it's just beautiful, man. Life is beautiful, and it's about time that I really thank God for the life that I live. And you know, I hope this helps. If I don't talk to you guys, I hope you have a wonderful Thanksgiving. Have fun Black Friday shopping, and just start thinking of ways that you could be a little bit more thankful for your life that you live right now, you know. So much love. I'll talk to you guys soon. Podcast episode 111. Go check out my new song, Jeremiah Smith. Especially before the big game against Michigan on Saturday. Because, man, we're just going to need it, baby. We're going to need it. So, much love. I'll talk to you guys soon. Peace.